Thor, son of Odin, how are you coping with? What's your thoughts on the blip?
Ah,
Why? And do you believe that your father Odin could have prevented such a catastrophe had he still been alive?
pretty hard to predict the future. My father was a great man, but we had a lot of heroes working together, and we couldn't do it. So, even with my father's wisdom, would he be able to, you know, save us all? Doubtful. So, I would say no.
Some might assume that Thanos only decided to act after several key factors were at play. One of which was the lack of participation that Odin could have presented as a threat towards Thanos and his plan.
Yeah, well,
I'm not sure what the other deciding factors may have been, but I do realize Odin and Asgard remaining intact posed a threat to Thanos' plan, and the only reason why he decided to act was due to their non-inclusion in universal matters after Odin's death and Asgard's fall.
okay.
So my question is that how could you think that? My question is, do you think Thanos realized how great of a threat your father was to his plan, and that's why he decided to act only after he had passed?
I don't think my father was too great of a threat to his plan.
I see. So why didn't he act sooner?
Probably because he was busy doing other things. Ask him.
Such as?
I don't know.
Is he destroying Xandar, perhaps, to acquire the Power Stone?
Possibly.
I see. So it's just happenstance that events
Yes.
turned out the way that they did.
Yes.
But Thanos has been he knew where to get all the stones.
Yes.
He's been keeping an eye, surveilling their locations for the last couple of years. I think it's safe to assume. One second. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Thanos has been surveilling the stones for the last couple of years. I don't believe someone who's that acutely aware of the stones and their whereabouts would just allow things to happen out of happenstance, or charge into events in a very spontaneous manner. After the Power Stone, his next target was the Space Stone. Is this due to the fact that he had received news of Asgard's destruction, or because I would have liked to believe that had Asgard remained intact, he probably would have saved Asgard. He would have paid Asgard a visit after he had acquired several other stones before making the journey to Asgard to acquire the Space Stone for himself. Well, that last part's a theory, but it seems like a likely outcome that would have occurred.
It's quite possible.
What say you, mighty Thor?
You know, there's a limit to how productive thinking about the past is. I focus on the future.
Yet, historians remain, and they constantly discuss the past events all the time.
They can do whatever they wish.
Yet, religious students remain, and they constantly discuss the events that had occurred a long time ago, and the miracles that had the world or some or the world has witnessed.
They can do whatever they wish.
So you may claim that there's very little use for discussing the past, but I'd say it's seems to happen pretty frequently, worldwide.
Fair enough. I'm not much interested in the mind of Thanos.
Is that why you're not as a popular character? Oh, you're not interested in the mind of Thanos?
Not really.
Well, to defeat your enemy, one must know thy enemy.
Yeah, so there are some enemies that I study. My brother, for instance. But, you know...
Did you study him, or do you just know him out of...
both. But...
Yet Thanos is the exception to your,
One of the exceptions, isn't in the sense of we can't all study everyone, so... Us...
But Thanos
heroes.
is one of the greatest threats in the universe.
So there's plenty of
you
people...
would think that he would be on the top of your list of people
Well,
to study.
not my list. There's plenty of people studying him already.
Oh, so you let other people
Yes.
do your work for you while you just concern yourself with less important matters.
Not less important. Loki...
What could be less...
Thanos is no longer a threat.
now, but
Yes.
what about then?
Well, when he originally came to power, I did everything I could to stand against him.
We don't have the Tesseract. It was destroyed on Asgard.
You sounded sure. You sure did do everything in your power to
Thank you.
stop them.
Precisely.
You know, watching as he killed Heimdall, your best friend.
There were...
You're going to die for that.
Or watching helplessly as Loki's assassination attempt was thwarted. So yes, I'm certain you did all that you could when such a